Joe Girardi to be able to pencil and go, Carlos, how you doing today? I feel good? Swing's great? Great. Do that about 130, 140 times a game or a season.
Yeah, I mean, I think ideally they'd like to go back to the plan of last year, hit him third, wouldn't they? I mean, that would be a nice fit for them. But they've got to figure out how much of last year's numbers were that elbow bothering him and how much was sort of age and decline. And obviously they're really, really hoping and banking on the idea that a lot of that was the elbow.
Well, it could be both. I mean, I am certain that most of his difficulty last year was from the elbow. I mean, he played through that longer than people know, and that's really going to affect you. But that doesn't mean, now that he's had it taken care of surgically, that doesn't mean that he's going to be great next year, because he is 37, and so that's an issue to deal with. But I do know that last year, a lot of that was the elbow.
You know, remember when he came back, though, after the surgery, and this is not an excuse because he didn't use it as one, but he had that elbow apparatus. It wasn't that typical arm protector. It almost limited some of his movement, Dave. I mean, when you're talking about a guy who has known how to basically had the same swing for 12, 13 years, and suddenly you're hindering that, he's got to make adjustments or it's not going to happen for him.
Yeah,
that could be a big part of it.
Yep, and I mean, you know, now that he's had it taken care of, I'm sure that he's been, you know, he's able to swing in a more natural way, but he's a year older and maybe a tick slower.
Well, and it's got to give him some hope that he did have a pretty good April.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, so if you figure the elbow starts bothering him in May, is when he went on the DL. Mm-hmm. If you figure then that's when the elbow injury is sort of there and lingering in the background and affecting everything he does, you know, I mean, maybe that April does give them some hope that he can still hit. He just wasn't able to last year.
They need him, Teixeira, and McCann to start hitting. They can't do what they did last year.
We've said that a lot on this program, by the way, right around this very hot stove.
Oops, I'm being redundant. I'm sorry.